My friend, ain't she sweet? This is part of our daily ukulele, page 16. Once again, not sponsored, but I love the book. 365 songs, absolutely, one for every day of the year. So when we go through the process, I look at the first measure. I hope you do too. In the first measure, I see that it has a little bitty C and a line through it. What does that mean? What kind of tempo is that? Well, that means it takes common time and it cuts it in half. Basically, it's going to take 4/4 and do it as 2/4. It means we're going to have twice the amount of movement. So instead of counting out, you can count it in 4/4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But however you learn it, it must be played a little bit faster. The chords we're going to play, you can play them with any fingies, but I would like to show you how to play the C major with your pinky rather than your third, which should feel comfortable. And when you do this, you can play your finger down here for the G sharp or the A flat, and then make what you would consider to be, you guessed it, like your G7, which is the next chord. So we would have our C, then we would have our fingers come here. If you want to call this by another name, you can call it an A flat 7, or you can call it a, let's see here, a C diminished. So when we're going through the process, you can view it, I'm gonna call it an A flat 7. We're gonna lay down the fingerings here, and then the concept behind this note, it looks convoluted, but then just drop it back, and it becomes your B diminished or your G7. The feeling of this is gonna have interesting. So follow me with, go real slow, then try and get a little faster. Ain't she sweet? 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 Let's learn those rhythms. Downstroke, 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 eighth note, and then heck, 1E and a 2E and a. When we play 16th notes extremely fast, 1E and a 2E and a, 1E and a 2E and a, 1E and a 2E and a, it becomes 32nd note, 64th note. So yes, we're gonna throw in a 64th note. It's super fast. Ain't she sweet? See her coming down the street. Now I, E7, ask ya, A7, oh, confidentially with a D7, back to a G7, you guessed it, C7, quick turnaround G7, sings it again, ain't she nice, 2, 3, 4, look at her, over once, over twice, and now I ask you very confidentially, ain't she sweet? In fact, hold that G7 on that first time, but the second time through, just hold the C7 out, go through. We're gonna then play an F7, play an F major, and then hold your finger down on the E flat or D sharp. Either way, you're gonna play that F7. The next chord we're gonna play, it's gonna hold out the C again, the F7 again, and then we're going to play the C very quickly, hold it out for 4 beats, and then a D minor, G7, and then your A flat to your G7 again. It's a little turnaround unto itself. The last stanza is going to go through and say, think that's kind of neat, chugga chugga chugga, and I ask you confidentially, well, ain't she sweet? There aren't any other verses beside the lead in, so what I suggest is play the first verse, sing the second verse, go through the whole thing once instrumentally, and then the last time do like a little rhythm breakdown before you come back into the last verse again. So you go through the whole thing twice, verse, do a little rhythm. Coming down the street, now I ask you very confidently, ain't she sweet? Oh, ain't she sweet? Ain't she sweet? Try a big finale and get really good at these 3 chords: C, A flat 7, G7, back to C. I really enjoyed myself. I hope you did too. Please subscribe, throw a thumbs up, and put a comment below. And we'll see you next time.